Hey guys, so I have changed my hair color. I was a full head of blonde highlights and now I am a solid copper color with a little blonde chunk in the front here. Talk about why I did it, and I hope that this might help you decide if you're thinking of doing a color change. My channel is here to help clients out there who have any questions about their hair, a little bit of advice, some tips, tricks, that sort of thing. So if you're a client and any of this sounds like something that can be helpful for you, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so we can stay in touch. We're just gonna talk about why I changed my hair color. Highlights before this, just blonde with my natural color in between, which is a sandy brown color with quite a bit of gray too. So my natural is like pretty light looking between the sandy brown and the gray mixed in together. And then the blonde highlights just always seemed easy because I was already pretty light, and then adding some blonde highlights. The grays always just kind of looked like highlights for a little bit until I needed to really get my hair done again. So why did I change my hair color if that was so easy to maintain and the grow out was gradual? Well, when I did go to redo my hair every time, it was this big to do. It always took many hours. I color my hair myself too, so it would be like 2 days of coloring my hair to make it blonde. I'd have to do the top and the front one day and the back on another day. Like a 12-hour thing of me coloring my own hair because it's really hard to do foils on yourself. It's precision work. I wanted something easier. So the copper color that I've gone is much easier for me to maintain myself. It does require me to color my hair a lot more often though. So I was coloring my hair like every 3 months with the blonde highlights, but with the copper color, every 5 weeks, I'm gonna have to color it. And the reason being is that my roots are gonna grow in here. You can't see them right now because I just colored it 2 days ago, but my roots are gonna grow in, and you're gonna see that my roots are a different color than the rest of my hair. And another thing is that the ends here are gonna fade quite a bit, and I'm gonna wanna refresh that and add a lot of pigment back into the ends. Refreshing the ends will be optional. Most importantly, I want to make sure that I cover up the grays up here and my natural hair color, and then yeah, with my own discretion, I will refresh the ends sometimes yes and sometimes no, and I'll use different things to refresh the ends. Color transformation, going from a full head of blonde highlights to a solid copper color with the blonde in front. I did go see a professional hairstylist to do my hair color for me the first time, but I will be keeping it up myself moving forward. I just wanted to make sure that first application was applied properly, was saturated everywhere properly, was formulated properly. Going from a full head of highlights to a solid color, some parts of my hair were a bit lighter than others, some were darker than others, some had more natural, some had lots of lightener that we were covering. So with that said, we did 2 different formulas, and the skilled stylist applied the color appropriately where necessary. And also it was really nice to have her come up with this sectioning for the blonde for me, and I will just follow what she did moving forward. Now, I refreshed this for the first time myself just a couple days ago, so we're gonna get into that a little bit and what that looked like. Okay guys, so next we are just going to watch me color my own hair, and I'm going to walk you through it a little bit. I'm going to get rid of this little side view so you don't see me, but you will hear me, and I'll walk you through what you're looking at. First, we're looking at what my hair looked like before I colored it. So what we are going to be refreshing today is my roots and then my washed out ends. For the ends here, we are going to be using product from Moroccan Oil. It's a leave-in hair mask which has some color deposit. It's called Coral. And what you're seeing here now is me just sectioning out my blonde piece. So I'm just pulling out any parts of blonde so I don't color that root part copper. You could just color all your roots copper, but you're going to lose a lot of the intensity of the blonde block color. So I'm choosing to just continue on with coloring my blonde part with blonde roots. If you were doing this at home yourself, probably easier to just do the copper root all over. but if you're feeling ambitious, go ahead and section it out. And yeah, we're going to do blonde roots, and then we're going to do my copper roots. Now I'll just do a little spin around so you can see all the sectioning that I have done. Sectioning your hair prior to coloring it is going to set you up for success, so do make sure that you section your hair appropriately. I could probably do a video where I actually walk you through how to properly color your own hair. That is not this video, so this video is just kind of a look and learn and pick up what you can out of the video. Here's the color I'm using. In my black bowl, I have my bleach. In my shaker on the other side, I have my L'Oreal hair color, my copper root color, which is half 7.3 and half 7.44 from Majorelle with 20 volume. Now I just wanted to give you guys a little glimpse of me refreshing my blonde root here. You want to make sure when you're refreshing blonde that you're not overlapping blonde. If you're not able to do blonde without overlapping your blonde, then just don't do it. You're better off having hair than having broken blonde hair. I did get away from the camera here eventually and just like went right up to the mirror because coloring your hair in the camera is quite challenging. It's also quite challenging in the mirror too. Let's be real. But yeah, here I am doing my blonde root as best I can. And I'm also using a really non-aggressive bleach because I know it's going to take me a long time to get my hair on, my hair color on. So this is me just doing my blonde root. And next, just giving you guys a glimpse of me coloring my copper roots now. So I put a little piece of foil to keep my blonde from getting copper on it. And I'm going to do my copper root straight down the middle, center part. And I'm gonna go straight down the back of my head too. So that center part on top is gonna go right down the back of my head, almost like as if I'm doing two pigtails, one on each side. I'm not gonna show you guys me coloring it all the way to the back here because it's just too hard. I had to step away from the camera a couple times, but I will give you a view of all the way around and what that looks like when I'm all done here in just a moment. Okay guys, so in just a second here, I'm going to show you the back of my hair and how I colored it all the way down the center back. And that helps me so that I can make sure I'm not missing any spots when you start off like this. Like I said, I can do a whole video show you guys how to actually properly color hair and section it. Do leave me a comment if that's something you're interested in seeing. I'll have to do it on a mannequin so I can properly show you. And yeah, so here's my hair fully colored on the roots. And next what we're going to do is we're going to refresh my ends. Now refreshing my ends with the Moroccan Oil Coral Hair Mask here today. It is a color depositing mask, so you do need to wear gloves if you're using this. It is a great product for clients to use at home to have some fun with their color or to refresh color. In this case, I'm using it to refresh my ends. I did find that it spread much easier with some water in my hair, so I didn't show it here, but I did walk away and add some water into the ends of my hair. And just so they were a little bit damp, and then I spread the mask through the ends here, and you just want to rub it in, you know, kind of go down the hair shaft and then also give it a rub back and forth to make sure you get it fully colored. I want to show you guys how I check my color. So see here, I'm going to squeeze a part of the hair, and then when you squeeze the hair like that, that's how you're going to check a color. So if you have a color and you're wondering how it's looking, you want to squeeze it just like that, and then you can see that color. And then when you're done looking at it, make sure you rub that color back in so it can continue to process. So that's how you can check your own hair color at home while it is processing. You're just going to see me continue to rub this in a little bit, get it fully saturated, and then I did let everything sit on there for about 30 minutes before I went and rinsed it. You're going to see the end results in just a quick moment here. I'm not going to bore you with the washing part, but here's how it looked when it was all done. So my roots are all fresh. I did tone my blonde with a little bit of a level 10 gold, and my ends are looking great. I really like the results from the coral. I did notice it's like a little bit kind of like pinky looking and maybe not my perfect color, but it was nice. I do like what it did for something fun. and it was like zero damage on my hair. It's just a hair mask that has color deposit in it as well. So I'll definitely be recommending this to my copper clients to use in between color services if they just need to add some vibrancy back into their hair. I think it's a great solution for that, and it's really user friendly and easy to use for a client or a hairstylist. So there you have it. That's what my hair looks like today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything you would like to see, make sure you leave it in the comments below. I'm here to serve you and to help you with your hair. So let me know what you want to see and I'll help you out.